Abusó sexualmente a una mujer de avanzada edad y decidió defenderse solo sin la ayuda de un abogado.
We all know what incredible and impossible means. Impossible means not possible.
Pero la situación no resultó como él esperaba y no le importó insultar al juez durante su juicio. En 2021, un hombre llamado Bradley Yohn llevó a cabo un malévolo plan para satisfacer sus repugnantes deseos sexuales y acusó a una bisabuela de 77 años en su automóvil en plena carretera. Sin embargo, eso no sería todo, ya que tras ese horrible momento, el sujeto y su cómplice seguirían a la mujer hasta su casa y entrarían a la fuerza para seguir agrediéndola sexualmente.
Because on November 9th, 2021, she was by the defendant, she was by the defendant, and she was brutally and violently sexually by the defendant. The defendant left Tina bruised and battered. He left her bleeding on the floor, stand, emotionally and physically scarred until she would 33 days later on December 12th, 2021. The defendant forced his way into Tina's car. Tina thought it was about taking money and jewelry from her. She thought the defendant was going to kill her, so she told her she had more stuff back at her house. The defendant's accomplice followed them in another car. But the defendant was not just satisfied with money or jewelry. The defendant wanted more from this 77-year-old great-grandmother.
Sin embargo, la víctima identificada como Christine Schmidt optó por alzar la voz y decidió contarle a su esposo y a otros lo sucedido, y llevaron a cabo un proceso legal para intentar hacer justicia. Lamentablemente, tras las lesiones, el dolor y el trauma vivido, Christine falleció antes de que se llevara a cabo el juicio. Allí, Yohn intentaría desligarse de lo sucedido y se representaría a sí mismo sin la ayuda de un abogado.
These claims are not quite true, and I will show you that today. I apologize for having you awesome people here today. Yes, it's a duty of citizenship to have to serve on a jury every so often. There's not many smiles today. However, I did see some yesterday. I appreciate those smiles. That has brought a light to my soul as I've been stuck here in this county jail, tormented for the last 19 months. I ask that you forgive my appearance. This is not normally me. I normally have hair. I did not expect you to feel sorry for me by any means. I also understand you'd much rather be enjoying your summer at home rather than being in this courtroom. However, the powers that compel have brought you here today. I once heard that trials are based on persuasion. Who has the best persuasion in their words? Who can be persuaded by the persuadee?
Evidentemente, Yohn no era abogado y no sabía nada al respecto, por lo que sus argumentos no tenían ningún tipo de sentido.
I intend to show and prove you that today and throughout this trial. What I also want to prove you are blatant lies. Incredible and impossible happenings. We all know what incredible and impossible means. Impossible means not possible. Credible means it's not credible. I also intend to prove you improper procedure, coincidences. Throughout this trial, you'll see some of the most major coincidences you have ever seen in your lives. And they are established, and I'm sure some of the witnesses will attest to them. There are major coincidences in this case. I humbly ask that you bear with me throughout this process, bear with all of us, those of the court, those of the prosecution, and everybody. Recesses, intermissions, just please bear with us and be honest, as I'm sure you all can be, and be fair. Thank you.
Y tras darse cuenta de lo que estaba por venir, decidió insultar al juez sin ningún tipo de vergüenza.
The stenographer is appearing by Zoom and is taking the recording down as authorized by Illinois Supreme Court rule.
Is there a reason for that?
It's just the way it's happening today.
It's natural that the stenographer is usually in the courtroom, right?
Mr. Yohn, I've answered your question. There is a stenographer taking the proceedings down via Zoom.
I also would like to object to the media being in the courtroom while I've not been given notice of that 14 days prior. And I've not been given notice today. So I'd like to object to that, and this being filed under coverage on the news this afternoon, as it always is. Also, Your Honor, I
Hold on, your
would...
objection's noted for the record and overruled.
Your Honor, I am my own attorney. I have some issues to take up with the
If you
court.
file a written motion, notify the state of those issues, and then we can schedule those for a hearing.
It seems like things don't get filed, Your Honor. The clerk just is not filing. That's one of my reasons. Maybe it off you, dude.
Mr. Yohn, you're remanded to the custody of the sheriff.
You know, the clerk will start filing my stuff. The clerk will never file my stuff. That's why I'm sitting here trying to argue. Piece of shit.
Let's go.
Finalmente, la justicia hizo su trabajo y Bradley Yohn fue declarado culpable de allanamiento de morada con arma, agresión sexual criminal, secuestro y robo residencial, enfrentándose a un mínimo de 70 años en prisión.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of home invasion with a dangerous weapon. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of home invasion, criminal assault. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of aggravated kidnapping. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of aggravated vehicular hijacking. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of aggravated criminal assault. We, the jury, find the defendant, Bradley Yohn, guilty of residential burglary.
All right, anything else for the people?
No, Your Honor, nothing else from the people.
Anything for you at this time, Mr. Yohn?
No, Your Honor. No, I'm at a loss.